Registered dietitian Allie Spencer is back on the show. This is our Living Well segment. And I'm in here for a reason, because we're talking about your sweet tooth and your sugar cravings, and I have a sweet mouth. It's not just a tooth, it's the whole shebang.
The whole thing.
Allie. I love sugar, and so many of us do, but it's contributing to our heart issues, our cavities, and our waistline.
Yes.
So can you get rid of a sweet tooth?
You can, actually. So the thing is, the way we've been designed, sugar is a fast source of energy, and just the way humans are designed, it's always going to taste good. But you can definitely de-acclimate yourself from being used to a high amount of sugar.
Do you have a sweet tooth?
Sometimes, but not usually.
Okay.
I like salty.
You're a salty, savory person.
Savory, yes.
All right, so the first thing you need to do, or I need to do really, is awareness in where you're getting your sugar.
So sugar is going to be added to so many foods that you wouldn't even think about. Even things that you would consider to be savory possibly have sugar added to them. Okay, so like pasta sauces, we're looking at a lot of our salad dressings, peanut butter, you'll find it in cereal, whole grain breads. There's going to be sugar added to a lot of different things.
So the first thing is to know which one of those and read the label?
Exactly. Well, so what I do is just like to know what foods or what alternate words can indicate sugar. Because a lot of times we think, oh, it's just going to be sugar. But thinking of things like brown rice syrup or molasses or corn syrup solids, we're looking at cane sugar, brown sugar, fructose, glucose, a lot of these words that maybe sound healthy, right? That you see something and you think, oh, this has got brown rice sugar, syrup. This isn't sugar, but it still is.
Yes, so peek at your screen right now. Those are all the names right now when you're label reading that you need to look for. I thought honey was good for you.
Still added sugar.
Okay.
And the
trying to get around it, but I'm not getting around it.
The thing is, with all of these types of sugars, no matter what it is, our body's going to process the same. It's still that added sugar. Yeah.
Okay, so number 2 is know your limits. How much sugar can we have?
You can still have some. So the recommendation is for men is 9 teaspoons, which is 45 grams of sugar.
45 grams, and women is?
6 teaspoons.
6 teaspoons, that's not a lot.
No, it's not a lot.
So if I have a package of Skittles, is that my whole intake for the day, or is that a couple days?
I don't know. No, not for the whole day, nor for a couple days. Because when you think about it, like we can look, for example, on here, even, we'll look at this. This is probably the closest thing. So we're looking at an almond and coconut granola bar.
But you think you're being healthy, right? You grab this for breakfast.
So this has got 12 grams of sugar in it. The difference is, so something like Skittles is going to be 100% sugar. So you're possibly looking at 30 or more grams of sugar for your Skittles.
Right, and this
or more.
So is that okay? Is that amount for a granola bar okay?
It's a lot. It's a lot, but it still fits within your allotment. And that's the thing, is you've got to look at it and say, okay, how do I want to designate where do I want my added sugars to come from? And maybe it's worth it to you to have this. 12 is still a pretty significant, I mean, that's a third of your sugar for the whole day.
But I'm with you. You think you're grabbing yogurt and you're doing the healthy option, and then you look at added sugars and it says 23 grams.
That's a lot of sugar.
Just in this little tiny yogurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, so read the labels.
Read the labels, yeah. So that's the thing, is you've got, once you know what you're looking for, then you can start reading your labels and you can look and go from there.
Okay, and maybe make your own food, because then you know how much sugar is going in there.
Well, so and that's the thing to think about, you know, is that we look at this, and so some of this is going to be naturally occurring sugar. But, you know, 1 teaspoon of sugar has 1 teaspoon of table sugar has 5 grams of sugar. This is getting confusing. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so if we're looking at this and saying that, you know, let's say there's 23 grams of sugar, that's almost 5 teaspoons of sugar.
Well, what's interesting is if you're allowing yourself that package of Skittles or that cookie at the end of the day, you're not probably taking into account how much sugar you've already had.
Right, and you would never add 5 teaspoons of sugar to something, you know, and so you're almost always better off buying unsweetened and then adding your own sugar. And then just thinking about foods, and once you're becoming aware, is maybe you don't buy these foods as often, maybe you eat a smaller portion, so instead of, you know, doing a full half a cup of granola, you just do a 1/4 cup or 1/8 of a cup, and you start becoming more aware.
Does your taste for sugar slowly change?
Yes, definitely. Because we have sugar added to so many things, we're used to having a certain level of sweetness. And so as you start to cut it back, you'll start to notice when things taste sweeter, when there is added sugar, and you will definitely be able to reduce your taste.
So be patient with yourself. Easter is 2 weeks away.
Oh, that's right.
Maybe, you know, just ease into this whole program. And if you have any questions, LDS Hospital is such a great place to go for answers. Their information is on your screen. You can also go to goodforutah.com/GTU. Maybe just 1 peep this year instead of 7, right, Allie?
Yes,
that's a good start.
That would be a great start.
Maybe.